Okay. We're hitting it. We're back. Another Xeldamari League game. Another day in the life. Xeldamari League just for continuity. But this time we're standing up. Alright, that's a big difference. So welcome back. In the last video, we played against Cross the Second. We won. It was exciting. This time we're playing against a coach named T. They are a very strong coach, I'd say, from Division B in the Crendor League. Don't know too much about him, but I really like what I've been seeing. Do I want this? No. I think that their play in Division B has been solid. They play Bretonians. I'm interested to see their Wood Elf game. We're the Pro Elves, though, so it's Elf versus Elf. Their Blitzers are better than ours, the War Dancers, but their catchers are what really makes Wood Elf shine. I think we'll go ahead and kick the ball. So, for full transparency, we just had ourselves a little coaching session. Yeah, I'm trying to improve. What can I say? And the coaching session was from Andy Davo, who's a really strong Blood Bowl coach, Blood Bowl creator. Sorry, just my brain's going to full talking, full setup mode. Okay, we'll say good luck and have fun and smiley face. I think that should get the words flowing. But yes, we're playing T. I've never personally been able to play them, so I'm excited to get the chance. We're going to put 4 people here, 4 people here. Chevrons, 3 people offering in the center. If we bunch them up, it's actually harder for him to get 2 dice. So, last time I kind of did some basic explaining, and it was my first video. I did the concept of Blood Bowl. Introduced the fact that I'd like to do other content, but this is just fairly simple. It's easy to edit. It's nice for me to get an intro on. And you know, this time, I kind of do want to take... I don't want to necessarily make a Blood Bowl tutorial video. If you want to play Blood Bowl, there's a lot of Blood Bowl tutorial videos. Maybe someday we'll hit that foray. But what I would love to do is kind of take an intro course to watching it. So if you're never interested in touching the game, but you want to understand what's happening, I'll kind of give you the basics of what I'm doing, why, and what characters do what, so that it's easier to watch. Stun. Oh, wow, that's nice. Player advantage off the start due to fan factor. I'll take it. Okay, so random stuff happens at kickoff. The big newspaper thing pops up like it just did. It'll tell you what happens, and then the thing happens. That's easy enough. Right now, what our opponent's doing is attempting to smack us. Typically speaking, you want to take your... They called free hits, because if you're standing next to someone, you get to hit them. Otherwise, you have to do what this guy's doing with the lightning bolt above his head, called a blitz. That stinks, but honestly, with a no long-term effect, we prefer to have that guy. He does give us a little bit of an edge, but to lose him isn't detrimental. We have a free hit on this guy, and we would love to take it. We could actually push him here, too. And now our opponent's going to try to move the ball safely. They securely level up. Like I said, this SPP is experience. Well, I said it the last time. If you can get to the benchmarks, you get level ups. This guy has already ascended, so he still has his base points, but now he's working towards 16. See? So to level up further, it does take more. Keeping the ball away from us. It's going to be hard to get to it. So how are we thinking? We're thinking we want to pressure the ball. I can't get directly to them. but I could send some players without dice rolls around the side. I wouldn't mind if they scored early. It would help us win. We have one hit here, but it's not a good one. We could send you here. Now we only have 2 rerolls, but I still might take one for this. Okay, we didn't need it. That's beautiful. Okay. So we now have 3 people. Can we make this a hittable person? Like, let's say we did 2 of these. We have to cancel that assist, basically. So we cancel this assist, it's a 1 die. Cancel this assist, it's a 1. That's tough. This is a lot of me mumbling right now. Maybe it won't make a great YouTube video. But, hey, you know, a man's got to think. Unfortunately, I still require some brain power. Here's what we'll do. Right, because you still need cancel. But you're actually now at 1 die. And we'll get him out of the way. And it works. Lucky us. And it's another removal. So it ended up being worth the effort. We'll spot you here. And we actually could kind of really approach this way. And how far can you get? We'll drop 1 guy back. We'll see how they solve it. If they push, if T pushes this way really heavily and tries to force scoring early, we're actually quite happy. I want to harass. I want to make them give us time to maybe respond. That's what all this was really for. Such a relaxing beat. I did put lo-fi beats on. I couldn't really decide background music, and last time there was no music because I didn't realize they didn't have the YouTube safe checkmark on. So just to be safe, I had to leave the music track, and it also deleted the in-game sound effects. This time, there's no such issue. So they're considering a sideline cage. This is pretty much the only really safe spot. See, I can blitz there. That's no problem. Depending on how this works, I even can maybe make it a 2 die. So this is not a safe place for the ball. I couldn't probably pick it up. So I don't know if I want to necessarily blitz the ball. Because, okay, if I hit it from this corner, it has to go here. If I hit it from dead on, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, the absolute max of this guy's movement. He might give me a free hit on his war dancer based on the running away strategy. Oh, that's clever. See, T's solid. Now, I don't know if I would have put him here. I might have put him there instead, but... Okay. So... this would take a GFI outright. And is definitely our blitz. That's not going to screw up his pathing, right? Just in case. let's just go here. So if we push here, we don't really have anybody amazing to recover the ball. So that's a 2-die hit. There's nobody really here to even worry about. Oh, we are getting super lucky with the armor. So, okay, I said I'd explain things. Let's explain things. When you hit somebody, you have to roll 2 dice to get over this number. It's an 8+ for this instance because he has 7 armor. Then another 2 dice roll to determine if there's any pain or not. In this case, there was pain. Is it even worth it to do this? Let's try it. Okay. Now let's try it. So see here how we have the 283%. And then you have to roll. Well, there's only about a 2 out of 6 chance I get this guy down after 2 non-ones. So that didn't work. We're not going to do it. So, okay. It didn't work, right? The 83% chance means that 6 through 2 on a 6-sided die would have gotten us what we wanted, which was moving an extra square. But we rolled a 1. You can see it's very red. Critical failure. We got the 1, we trip. And that stinks. So now we want them T. I should use T's name for a lot of times. We want T to try to score here. Or T, but it's T on Discord. Okay, so we are going down. We'll go this way. T's taking advantage of every block possible. That's smart. They had to use their last reroll, but they do get us off of the tackle. And now they choose to score. This is what we wanted. So we have forced them to score, and now we just have to try to score in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 turns. We're in the driver's seat on this one. So that, I think, means we have about 2 scores to screw around, and then we can move up. They failed to have 1 wake up, they got another, and they have 1 injury. So we're up people. I think. Okay, so we have 1 injury. Yeah, we're up 1 person. Not amazing, but up 1 person, still an advantage. And now there are other considerations to take into account. So this right here is a war dancer. He can jump over people, has dodge, has block. A very scary opponent. You don't necessarily enjoy facing these guys. I know I don't. Okay, so these are 2 hits. Do an extremely basic screen here. Drop 2 guys back. They don't have any skill that kind of lets them choose where the ball's going, so I feel pretty confident about this. Well, that's going to make this trickier. Now, unfortunately, I am leaving a block on the table here. But we're doing our honest best to try to smack as many of their players as possible. And unfortunately, we really can't get much better than this. They can easily come in and grab the ball with this guy around here. If it pushes here, they can get a chance to get to it. But we had a tough one. It's not ideal. We got T to score early, but due to that kickoff event, we're in a bit of trouble. We're in a spot of trouble on this one. So T is going to do the principled thing here and take this hit first, it looks like. Okay, well, maybe not take it first, but they've certainly set up for it. Chosen to actually hit this way. Now the ball's gonna pop out because of a skill that they have. Strip ball. And it lands decently for us. And here's where we could get into trouble. Okay, so the question is, what can we get done to get that ball back? Because we do want it back. You'd be my preferred guy to take that hit, but unfortunately you're tied up and, well, oh geez. So the injury occurred and it went poorly for our opponent. That's a good joke. So we're gonna take this hit next. Now, what can we do to get a hit on this guy? Not a lot, I don't think. Not yet, anyway. So if we went here, we now have a clean hit. Yes. So we're going to go ahead, lay the smackdown on him. We got lucky 2 times hitting this guy and finding a what's called a POW block. That stinks. We're going to keep the money going. Okay. Now, this could still fail, but we might as well try it. And that's the fail. So unfortunately, we couldn't get to the ball, but we did our level-headed best. We've got pretty much every escape avenue covered. They're not scoring this turn, which is nice. So this is better. This is better for us. You see, the reason we hit these guys was to open up this path. The reason it was 2 die is strength differential. If you're 1 above somebody, you get 2 dice. If you're higher than double their strength plus 1, you get 3. So it's easy on, let's say, this 2 dice guy. You need to get to the equivalent of 5 to get 3 dice to appear, which is very solid for hitting people. And then take this guy here. Oh, okay. So that's their scoring threat. We really don't want them to score twice. So I think what we'll do... So we'll do something like that. Now, to get in here, what do we need? Sorry, I'm just thinking, this guy, he has the ability to leap. What if we kind of made a little trap for him? Like this. So it's very tough to get him out. Then maybe we do something like this. Well, we'll do that afterwards. So for starters, we'll go here. Secondarily, we'll come in like this. And we'll follow. And we'll come in here. Okay, so we have 2 people on the ball, right? That's good. Can we do better? Definitely not easily. Okay. We just want to prevent them from scoring and hopefully get the ball back. We've really bunched them up. But elves are tricky. That's the unfortunate thing. You see how he's already thinking, well, what if I break away downfield? This guy's pretty easy to not get hit. That's the danger. What's nice is our guys are all spread out. Our high movement people are available. It's going to be tough to truly get away from us. And they're working on a puzzle in their head. Can't blame them. But man, oh man, was that stun rock tough. Because we had a nice plan. Force them to score early. That worked. Ooh, that's nice. That's really nice, actually. So listen, remember how I said we had 5? So this guy has 3, right? These 2 people now make it 5 because of the +1s. Now we have a really strong chance to hit this guy. We got what we needed. We're going to pop it up here. And you know what? We're going to follow as well. Okay, so the ball is there. So now I think what we do is we come here. We hit. This guy's either going to be used for ball recovery or an additional hit. That'll be an additional hit. We're going to come get the ball. Okay. So now what do we do? We can't really screen this guy off. Let's take this hit. Good. So with that guy down, he's not really a scoring threat anymore. You can't fully count him out, but... We're going to hit him here. Okay, this is a little risky to play like this. Nice. Okay, so we have an established baseline of coverage that way. Let's just take this hit and see what comes. That's really, really nice. So this guy's going to stay up, but we'll move him. Okay, we'll play to here. Is this important enough to roll another dice on? No. That's unfortunate. That really is. Lose 1 point in armor value. Rachel's probably going to die from that one, but she's a lineman, so we're not going to re-roll it. Now, they can get a 2-die hit on us. There's really not much we can do to prevent that. What's nice is it's tough. We made it about as tough as we possibly could. If this person had been here, it would have been the true ideal, but, you know. I'd rather save the re-roll for something else. Well, he's clearly not blitzing with this guy. Is he trying to get a... I didn't know if you... I thought he was trying to go for a 3-die. So we can do something here. It's going to be our catcher's job. I know, I'm being like so dead silent for this. I didn't realize. Last time I was more talkative, but my brain power is just going so focused on this match. Alright, here we go. So I moved here because I want to come in like this and then shove this guy right here. Oh, I messed that up. Yeah, duh. He needed him here, not there. What was I thinking? Just like last week against Cross, man. I keep making these little mistakes that are not fun. Like now I've offered a free hit on my catcher. Hello, YouTube. This is going to be a hard cut right into the middle of the video. And I'm not really sure how else to do it right now, but we're going to do it. So check it out. I wanted to talk about this scenario here. So what I wanted to do in the video, and I talk about it, is a T-push. I put a person here, came from this angle, and this guy was forced here. All right, this is not what I wanted. The reason is I actually needed somebody here And then I could have come this way, selected this person out of the 3 options. This is because, and I've talked about it before, when you hit from this angle, the player has only 3 viable squares that they can move into. If they're all filled, then you get to select a person, which would have been this guy, and I could have force moved them here. Force move this person up here, and they would have had a clean getaway, right? That was the idea. That's a lot of drawing, I know. But it was a big combo. But what I missed in my haste, which I should have done a little smoother, taking it slower, is I've actually created a box. So you see that box there? 4 players. So what I would need to do then, I have these guys, right? These 2. So if I take this hit and it succeeds, or even if it's just a push, I push this guy here. Step 1 will be in black. Step 2 will go this kind of red, right? Step 2, we would take this guy 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, we'd put him right here. That leads to an assist. Actually, if this guy was downed, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So step 3, just to be super safe, we would move this person right here. This guy. And then step 4 we'll do in orange. Step 4, you take this blitzer, right? You bring him here, and you tackle this guy. Okay, even on a push, you then send the causality here. Because he only has 3 options of movement coming from that angle, right? Straight up, diagonal, or horizontal. So you pick the horizontal, it's occupied. And then the next step, I don't know what step we're on, but it'll be green. This guy gets this and this. He normally would have this option, but he can't do it. It's occupied. I would have then selected this square because, and we'll do it in fun purple, boom, you just take off. We have the reroll. So it would have been an 83% chance with a reroll, high likelihood that succeeds. And then just to, it doesn't matter, we could keep using purple. Highlight. They only have 1 turn, assuming there's no crazy variance. We could have won right here. Well, we could have forced a draw, and then I would have played differently in the second half. Well, unfortunately, I don't do this. I hope this is clear. There's a lot of fun colors. I think that should help the clarity, but I don't know. It might just distract you. I know what's going on, and I hope that you do too. And these are the kind of things that I'll have to review to get even better at the game. But I unfortunately didn't see all this fun stuff, stuck to coming this way incorrectly, and that led, I think, to the loss. And I wanted to shed a little light into it, calmer, you know, back from a few days of thinking about it, and yeah, just kind of showing you my thought process. Okay, this is a review. This is a better way to have handled that play that would have led to success. Also, we're going to scribble out the P. His Discord name's T, and now this has been edited. I'm just kidding. He can be Teep and T if he wants. That's just for fun. So I'll see you guys back in the real video. So doing this, allowing this hit, is a serious mistake. I'd actually hoped to score right there, even though it would have offered them a turn response. I don't think they would 1-turn touchdown me. But basically the idea was, if I slotted him here, I could shove that guy to the corner and then he could run away. I don't know. I flubbed it. And that was with being silent, so if anything, I gotta apologize on that. I did just come back from a wedding. I thought about filming it. At the current time, I'm not too comfortable about it. But, oh, that sucks. We'll go this way, obviously. Okay, we have puzzles to solve. I'm actually surprised they didn't try recovery with this guy, but... Okay, given that this is a 3 dice hit, I feel pretty confident taking it. Go ahead and follow. Oh, this is kind of impressive, really. Okay, so in order to get this to score, if I come in here and it fails, he stays in the ball. If I come this way, he actually won't. Okay, that stinks. But we're better with that reroll. And we need these to not hit ones. Oh. That's too bad. That really is. If we'd scored there, we could have been playing for the win. Now we're playing for the draw. Honestly, I blame myself for not getting that T-push right. So this guy still has 2 missing, but we have 2 missing. Numbers are equalized. We get a hit first, which is big. Hopefully this time we can just keep the stinking ball back here where it's much safer. And no more random stuns or anything like that. We do have a leveled blitzer. We would like to get Bob Newby a touchdown. So that would be our preferred person. There were other ways I could have handled that too. Like maybe, I don't know. I can't believe I messed that up. But, you know, sometimes it does happen. So I hit here. Okay, well, in light of a perfect defense, this might be a bit of a crazy way to play. But I kind of want to take the hits. We can actually hit the catcher too, depending on how this goes. High kick. Wow. Okay, so I think first things first. Let's get the heck out of there. We don't have any business being up that high. Okay, that's really nice. Every person less that they have allows us to do more things. That stinks. Oh, we're getting lucky. We're getting lucky on that. So I think it's almost more important to maybe try that. This is a safer hit though. And we actually, I think, get a 3 dice hit now. We definitely want to hit this catcher. So they have dodge. Honestly, I'm taking them both down. That'll work. Anything to give him less people to work with. Okay, we'll go this way. So we now have a free hit on that guy. Nice. Okay, so we can't really outrun this guy. And we've had to burn both our rerolls on blocks early. Super unfortunate. And we've gotten super lucky on that as well. Man, we're playing a super risky style here. Okay. Now, why is this risky? They have ways to hit in here and then get in here. We try to do our best to limit that, but we haven't fully limited it. This game's just, I mean, it's been wild. I would prefer to play much slower, be more reserved. I don't even have any rerolls left. Alright, so this is the scary part. Now that's open. The best I can get is a 1-die, but it's not like a 1-die is terrible. That's pretty good. We've been getting lucky on a lot of that. mean, it stinks to have to play that way, but... Okay. Oh, what stinks is, if they can get people in the right pressure situations, we're going to have a hard time preventing them from scoring again. And we want to delay this game. The philosophy behind that, I mean, you saw how easy it was for them to score. If we give them all these turns, they have a great chance of doing it again, at which point they beat us 2-1. So since we didn't get that cool score over here earlier, I'm building this situation to try to salvage a delay so that we can tie it. Now our opponent has the rerolls, and they have the skill set. Could we pull the ball back, maybe? And form a cage? Something like here. And there. And then here. Okay, so if we do that, should also bring another player over. Really, as many players as possible for that. Okay, so they're going to get to dodge. Because they have this, that thing that normally knocks them down doesn't. Okay, is this the greatest position I've ever had? Heck no. But we need to stabilize. I would actually love it if he set up here, because there's a way to push him down and out that we could try. I mean, with no rerolls, this always just keeps getting scarier and scarier. One wrong move and things could go severely wrong. But you gotta try to make the best of your situation. In life, that's a general rule. So that's not entirely unexpected. So let's play this smart. As intelligently as we can here. That one stings. I wouldn't say we're having bad luck, but we're definitely not loving our situation right now. So we got forced out of the sidelines. That's because there was no place for us to go but out. And now it's pretty easy for them to get a hold of the ball here. Because of this, I would suggest we've lost. But there's always a chance that something horrible happens for them and we can get in there. Man, just on these critical moments when we really need some things to go well. Because if this had worked at all, I would have gone here to stabilize that position. And then try to hit here. It's just gone so poorly. I mean, that pretty much seals it, because now all T has to do is get here, and he's gone. But with so few players, there wasn't much I could do. You had to try to pop the ball out, hope that it went somewhere where you could grab it, which wasn't even a guarantee. And then after that, you had to formulate a plan. Oh, I actually like this. This isn't as devastating as I thought. He would go to here and then go down. Leaving that open, I'm going to do my best to get in there. So look, there's pretty much only one play. That's even worth trying, and it's the one we're going to try right here. Is there a way to make this better? That was the only way to do it, and it would have taken a lot, but had we gotten it done, maybe there's a chance. Because that didn't work, there's pretty much no chance. But even still, if things go wrong for him here, and we could somehow pop that ball out, like, we're elves. We can make something happen. It's ugly, but we could do it. I'm actually really glad he did this. So let's just take the red die outright. Yeah, it was close. It would have had to be a 1 in 36 chance of double POWs, but that's the only way to get the ball back. That's the only thing we can do. And we couldn't make it any spiritually better. So we'll put a GG in the chat. If we had done that T-push, this might have been a little easier, but... what can you say? Now, the funny thing is, despite all this, we did get a level up on our Blitzer. It wasn't a total loss. It just, you know, some things didn't go right for us in the moment. There was no cheating. And actually, in just 20 minutes real time from when I'm recording this episode, I'm going to be streaming this matchup right here. So, we're on to the next. Now this one's kind of crazy because we're fighting an Ogre team and we're an Underworld Denizen team. That's a big guy. Everybody else, you know, we'll deal with them as we get them. Once again, I'm still waiting on them to hit yes, and then we should have this confirmed. Okay, it has been confirmed. Go ahead and roll our level up for our guy here.
Alright. I'll tell you the truth.
And we'll probably just take dodge. That makes them a lot more powerful. This person's getting fired, but we don't have to fire them right away. And then we can just buy another catcher. So we have to look up somebody who unfortunately dies in a horror movie. And go to trusty Google.
Remember all the happy times we had? They're very much alike.
Those are villain lists. Main characters who cheated, deaths. Is there a horror movie in which every character dies? That's a strange question. Alright, we'll hit Sci-Fi's The Wire. 13 characters. We're glad that are dead. That's rude, but...
Remember all the happy times we had?
So it's saying Trey from Freddy versus Jason. We gotta come up with a last name. Cooper. Alright.
They're very much
And that means that this catcher is now named Trey Cooper. Now, this right here,
I'll tell you the truth.
person's gone. But they have a match to go, so we won't bother with them. So we did lose, but at the end of the day, I think I showed some basics off. I proved, you know, there's still area to improve. Like that messed up T-push is gonna haunt me for a little bit. Because if I mess it up, I have a reroll, 83% chance we score. They only have one turn. We get the ball back. Things look different. Instead, I had to play to draw. Then didn't even do that right. So, you know, it was a quicker match though, by a lot of time. I had fun, and we're gonna upload it anyway. Like I said, this is a journal. Even the ones that don't go well, you gotta record and you gotta upload. So, thank you guys for hanging with me till the end, if that's what you did. And we'll see you moving on. Maybe even live. You never know.